Ladies and gentlemen, I have one very important question for you. Are you ready for your main event?
Of course.
I have a very important question. Are you ready for your main event?
This match is going to be...
Our main event is for the RCW Championship, and it is scheduled for one fall.
One fall, baby.
Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, the challenger, Big Damo.
What a man. World travel, world renowned. There's a chill in the air. Tonight, in the pub, wrestling for the Rebel County Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
But there's just a chill, you can feel it in the air when it comes out, in amongst all the crowd, in the building, in the pub, everybody can feel it. This is as big fight feel as it gets.
Is there anyone in Irish wrestling that represents
introducing his
the
opponents
division more than Big Damo? He is a beast. Do they like him? Do they like Owen Richards?
Not quite. But it is 1-0 to the Saviour tonight already, so I'm very curious to see will that momentum carry on tonight in our main event.
I've been told by RCW.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, the RCW champion.
Call him what I think of him.
Representing the Saviours of Destiny, Owen Richards.
Not liked. I mean, new haircut. Owen Richards, not a man that makes friends easily.
Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Richards.
Owen Richards, not a stranger to the big occasion. We've seen him in big matches against the likes of Mark Haskins, Eric Young, the list goes on and on. But I mean, this is something different. This is a man who could match Owen Richards for strength, for power. Stylistically, this could be a nightmare for Owen Richards.
Yep. You have to question as well, how is Owen Richards mentally going into this? People are questioning whether he's the real RCW champion now.
Well, that's it. That's it. We now have
never lost it, but there is somebody who can lay a claim to that championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event this evening is for the RCW Championship, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the man standing to my right. He is the challenger, Big Damo.
The intensity in the
And standing opposite him, the man to my left, representing the Saviours of Destiny, he is the reigning, defending RCW champion, Owen Richards.
You raised a point. You raised a point that...
Well, look who finally showed up. Owen Richards, where have you even been since February, son? See, we're all thinking the same thing. You're there in the ring, and you're yapping and going on and on and on, and everyone's just thinking the same thing. It's like, shut the fuck up already. See, you're the kind of guy that runs from responsibility, and I'm the kind of man that steps up to it. We told you all from the start, Mr. and Mrs. Haskins are here to make an impact. We're here to make a change. And I made history twice in one night. And because of me, the Rebel County finally has a worthy rebel to represent them. Now, you and I both know, Owen, It doesn't matter whether it's you, and it certainly doesn't matter whether it's your little bitch rent boy, Andy Steele. Neither of them are taking this from him. Because this is your RCW champion. This is Haskins. And I don't run the territory. I am the fucking territory. Just come at me.
Strong words.
Well,
You're two-time champ, Marky, 2 belts.
yeah, I mean, that ties into what I was going to say. There is now an issue where people look at Rebel County Wrestling and they see two champions, 2 men with 2 belts. Mark Haskins is defending his title in a couple of weeks, I believe, in Pro Wrestling Chaos, or, over in the UK.
I believe next week he's defending that championship against Brendan from the Greedy Souls, I believe.
I mean, this title could go anywhere and everywhere.
Mark Haskins is a world-travelled wrestler and he's defending it around the globe. This is what we wanted a champion. It's what the Rebel County Wrestling fans wanted a champion, to put Rebel County Wrestling on the map. They're just sick of the era of the Saviours, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, Owen Richards, he's fuming. He's seen himself since day one as the man. He's seen himself as the champion. And the fact that, now that has been called into question, and people, some people don't view him as the rightful champion. Some people view Haskins as the champion. That's gone, dare I say, it's gone into his head a little bit. And I don't know if that's going to affect his performance here tonight, but it could.
That, coupled with the fact, as you mentioned earlier, he's in there with a stronger and bigger man.
Yeah, definitely.
You see that already. Damo's strength coming into question, or Owen Richards' strength coming into question against Big Damo.
Yeah, it's someone he's never faced before. He's faced nobody like Big Damo before. But sometimes you'll see Big Damo against an opponent who's stronger than him. That opponent may be somebody who's got speed, quickness, agility, and that might be their speciality. But that's not really Owen Richards' style. He's used to out-muscling. He's used to out-powering his opponent. So to go against Big Damo, somebody who's kind of got a similar style to yourself, except he's bigger and he's stronger and he's got more experience, it's kind of, how is he going to overcome this and say, look, not only have I beaten Big Damo, but I'm also the rightful one and only RCW champion. It's going to be a big ask.
Big Damo's in a different league when you see how quick he is for a big man as well.
Oh, absolutely,
The speed at which he left his feet and landed that leg drop on Owen Richards is unbelievable.
Big Damo, he's a bit of a spectacle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is the one and only beast of Belfast. He's a
once-in-a-lifetime kind of contender.
Yeah, we really aren't going to see anybody else like Big Damo. It's so to go in there in a main event in your own promotion as your own champion.
When you put people up on a list, people talk about Mount Rushmore a lot. If you talk about the Mount Rushmore of Irish wrestling, there's a big argument to be made that Big Damo should be on the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we're seeing...
I'm not saying a lot, but we know that the history of Irish wrestling.
Of course, especially over the last 20 years or so.
Crossbody to Owen Richards, cutting him in half. I don't see Owen Richards getting up from that one. Big Damo picking up a chair and just dropping it on Owen Richards. Absolutely no respect for the champion. And look at the smiles on the faces of the fans, Cian.
Oh, I mean, if there's anyone who'd be happy to see the title change hands here, of course it would be the RCW fans.
Yep.
But then it begs the question, then Damo's a champion and Haskins is a champion and everyone's...
And potentially, if Haskins is defending it around the world, somebody else could be
Somebody else. I mean, this has opened up a whole can of worms.
We don't know who could be coming in defending the RCW Championship at the next event.
Not a clue.
We don't know who Owen Richards' beef is going to be with at the next event, should he win tonight.
And this is all very exciting for us, but for Owen Richards, it's a huge bone of contention.
Big Damo just decimating Owen Richards on the outside here over by the bar area and our merch stand. And a big chop to Owen Richards sends him across the bar here in the pub as they fight through the crowd. Big Damo just has him by the head, just dragging him down the stairs.
And again, when do we ever see Owen Richards manhandled like this? We never see it.
He's been dragged around the place like a cruiserweight. Big Damo taking the time to compose himself. Big Damo, a well-respected wrestler everywhere he goes.
Oh, and look at that. Is that Andy Steele? I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm really not surprised. I'm really not surprised Andy Steele's had to get involved here tonight.
I'm amazed it took this long, to be honest.
Yeah, it really is the only way I can imagine Owen Richards really being able to neutralise the threat of Big Damo.
Yep.
On top of everything else. Now that is smart. That is what Owen Richards is going to have to do if he wants to retain here tonight. Tack, go from beneath, chop him down like a tree, go for the legs, the ankles.
The thing with Owen Richards is he has a contract, right? But when he became champion, he argued that the champion should be able to make a certain amount of decisions in the company.
So I had trouble hearing there from the entire audience booing Owen Richards from the top of their lungs.
What I was saying was, he, in a contract, in his discussions with RCW management, had written into a contract that he's allowed to make a certain amount of decisions. This means he can decide on his opponents. He can decide on what certain commentators are allowed to say about him. These kinds of things. He has a certain amount of power. This is why the championship means a lot to him. He does not want to give up that power. Having Mark Haskins also have that power is an attack on Owen Richards' exact game plan here in RCW, taking over the Cork wrestling scene.
As I said before, the fact that Andy Steele, the man who's now attacking Big Damo behind a ref's back.
And if you're Andy Steele, you're feeling confident tonight.
But it's the fact that Andy Steele was the one who Haskins beat as well is extra salt in the wounds. You know, it's not just a slight on Owen Richards, but the Saviours as a team themselves.
Andy Steele got a clean win tonight. Owen Richards is yet to get a clean win as champion.
I don't recall Owen Richards ever getting a clean win in RCW.
Any promotion.
Anyway, I mean, you know, it's not his style, but in fairness, you know, the argument could be made that it doesn't really matter how clean your victory is. A victory is a victory, and that's all that counts in the wins and losses.
He still has the belt at the end of the night, and that's all that matters.
Well, one of two men that has two belts.
Games from Mark Haskins tonight, sending a message to him at the start of the match. He obviously had a word with our production team, told them play this video as soon as Owen Richards is about to start his match. Really playing with the mind of Owen Richards. You love to see that because that's exactly the kind of thing that Richards would have done.
I'm not saying that Mark Haskins, you know, wouldn't be able to beat Owen Richards if the two did have a rematch, but I do wonder, would he like to see Owen Richards slip up here tonight? Would he like to see Big Damo
Haskins has lost to Richards.
That's exactly what I was going to point out, is that, you know, even though, you know, experience my favourite Haskins and speed and technical ability my favourite Haskins, they did wrestle before and Haskins did lose. So it makes you wonder, you know, would he rather have a fair fight with Big Damo, as challenging as it may be, or if he was just having fun? Maybe.
What a match Haskins versus Damo would be here.
Oh, that'd be incredible. There's so many possibilities, isn't there?
Or anybody. We don't know. Mark Haskins could defend it 10 times by then.
Absolutely.
There's Owen Richards, more cerebral, picks his opponents, trains for his opponents.
But I think if you're Owen Richards, the importance of beating Big Damo and solidifying yourself as the champion. I mean, if Mark Haskins does go on to defend this title successfully elsewhere time and time again, and he has more defenses than Owen Richards, and he's doing without interference, without cheating, then people look at Haskins and they say, actually, RCW only has one champion, and it's Haskins. It's the more active champion, the cleaner, fairer champion.
Calling it a world championship, there's just one man defending it around the world.
Around the world, yeah. I mean, that's another valid point as well. So for Owen Richards now, he went from a place of dare I say complacency or comfort to now having to prove himself even as the champion. It's quite an interesting shift in the mindset of Owen Richards. And Big Damo, you can see him getting fired up.
Look at the look in his eyes. Beast mode has been activated, baby. Owen Richards trying to chop down the big man.
But he's made himself too predictable. It was easily
Owen
read.
Richards realized his mistake. And a big clothesline taking out the champ. Owen Richards very slow to get up to his feet. Picks him up and drops him from behind. Pounces with an elbow drop. Straight to the chest, straight to the heart of Owen Richards.
I mean, there's only so many times you can take the full weight of Big Damo on your chest like that before you kind of have to call it a night.
Big Damo seems to have hurt his leg there. Owen Richards tried to take advantage, but didn't quite get there on time. Damo holding on to that left knee. Maybe maybe thigh area. Tear, hamstring tear maybe?
Yeah, I mean, possibly.
Damo staying in the fight no matter what. Damo up to the middle rope. That's a big man up high. Fisherman Buster off the middle rope. Big Damo is a beast here in RCW. Have you ever seen the crowd in Cork happier than when Owen Richards is on the ground?
Yeah, it really is something else. I mean, I can't remember the last time I've seen somebody this hated.
It's crazy.
In RCW. Possibly, I don't think I've ever seen anybody this hated in RCW.
No, it's mad. It's a generally positive crowd.
Yeah.
They like to cheer people. They like to get behind people. But Owen Richards, I can't see them ever getting.
Yeah, you know, if you try your best and you put the effort in, and everybody knows you're giving 100%, you'll usually get support here. I mean, this is an incredibly receptive crowd. But I mean, you know, it just shows how many shortcuts Owen Richards has been taking, and how even in victory, you see people who are sore in defeat. He is sore in victory. Somebody who's very difficult to like in every possible way.
If you're thinking of people that Owen Richards has beaten here in Cork, Eric Young, mentor to Big Damo.
Yeah, you know,
Mark Haskins, Robbie X, beating all these men. Whatever, as you said earlier, doesn't matter how he did it. And yet the people in Cork still don't get behind Owen Richards.
Yeah,
takes the big man down with chop block. Owen Richards in control here. Lifted the strength of Owen Richards.
I want to point out how many people can say that they can do that to Big Damo.
And it looked easy.
Yeah, I mean, that is where Owen Richards' key to victory lies. Is if he can get Big Damo off his feet and give Big Damo a challenge that Damo himself is not used to.
Damo feeding off the crowd here. The thing about Owen Richards that galls me is that he's capable of stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's capable of being a worthy, respectable champion, but he just doesn't do it. He cheats constantly, but I don't believe he needs to.
Yeah, I don't think he needs Andy Steele or Anita Vaughan, as we've seen plenty of times here as well. I think he's more than capable of doing the job on his own, but it's almost like his...
Senton.
He's just not willing to take the risk of doing it on his own.
Big Damo still favouring that leg. Up on the middle rope. Good night, folks. We have a new RCW champion. 1, 2.
Oh, and Andy Steele again getting involved. And that, you know, if Andy Steele doesn't get involved there, we've got a new champion. And that's how fragile the situation is.
That's it.
Surrounding both of these two belts.
That was it done. We were about to go into potentially Big Damo versus Mark Haskins.
Oh, look at Big Damo grabbing Andy Steele by the ponytail and launching him back to the ring.
Dragged into the ring. This is not a place he wants to be.
Well, that's what Damo's going to have to do if he wants any trips to win. This is effectively a handicap match. Something that Owen Richards is more than familiar with, and he moves out of the way, and that's the thing.
That's clever.
The time it took to get rid of Andy Steele bought him that window.
That's where the Saviours are dangerous.
Yeah.
Because whether their tactics work or not, it always gives Owen Richards that extra minute or two to catch his breath.
Yeah.
Owen Richards going to the top. This isn't uncharacteristically.
Coast to coast.
The champ's got something to prove tonight.
How often does he bang that out? Pretty much
Take
never.
it out. He's going to try and make Damo tap out. Maybe playing a bit of tit for tat with Mark Haskins.
Yes.
Beat Andy Steele with a tap out.
Yeah, of
Going
course.
to the top rope, much like Mark Haskins.
But Damo too close to the ropes.
You're not going to beat a veteran like Damo that close to the ropes. Here we go. Owen Richards threatening the referee. When he doesn't get his own way, he's an absolute. He's a punt. Absolute punt. Can't say it.
With the ref down, Big Damo has Owen Richards right where he wants him.
There's no ring to the champ.
I mean, he drops his full weight on him again, but I mean, our ref does not look like he's moving anywhere anytime soon.
That's it. Get the ref up. Somebody get the ref up! This is bullshit, Cian.
Yeah, we really need a second ref. I don't know if we have one that come out here.
A 10 count! Owen Richards should not be champion. This is it. We should be walking into the era of Big Damo right now. But once again, the Saviours have pulled away. At this point, they're affecting the growth of RCW. They're affecting the future of RCW. It has to be stopped. It's not good enough.
Yeah, no, it is.
Referee rules for the outside. We need to get.
Okay, it is disgraceful.
Do we get an extra referee or?
I'll always try and be professional on here, but it is disgraceful. And look, there's Andy Steele getting involved again.
Headbutt him, Damo. Damo misses. See, this is what we're saying. It gives Owen Richards a time to breathe. But this isn't okay. Owen Richards. Goes for that figure four. He has it locked in.
But there is still no ref.
He has it locked in on the big man. Big Damo trying to power off the foot. You see, we saw the left leg of Damo injured earlier on. Owen Richards smart enough to target that.
And if you're Big Damo right now, you're going to want to try and find a way to reverse the pressure. The ideal thing to do in this scenario.
Take away the legs, the hips of Damo. You take away that low centre of gravity. It takes away his pout. Damo reverses it. This has to be putting Damo in pain as well. Owen Richards tapped out. He's been beaten twice. He's been beaten twice tonight.
If you're the ref,
bullshit.
I know he's out, but surely you can even hear this or something.
Get Andy Steele out of there.
This is
just hit Damo in the back of the head with the RCW Championship.
It's just shocking.
This is a travesty. It's disrespectful to the Cork fans. It's disrespectful to the future of this company.
I say it's shocking, but it's not shocking because you almost expect this now. Every time the Saviours are in the ring, it's a handicap match. You know, it's a 2-on-1 situation. It's, as we said before, when do they ever fight fairly? You know, it's.
He has the figure four locked on again.
Big Damo's out. He's passed out. It's not even a case of tapping, or he's not even there.
He's unconscious. The referee coming to, not fully sure what's happened here. Big Damo was hitting the back of the head.
Yeah.
The RCW Championship. He's out. We're ringing the bell. This is bullshit.
Here is your winner, and still RCW champion, Owen Richards.
No. I know it's supposed to remain impartial in these situations, Cian. At this stage, it's disrespectful to everyone behind the scenes in Irish wrestling and Cork wrestling. Saviours of Destiny are scumbags. They stole another one. And I hope Mark Haskins kicks his teeth down his throat.
You know, I'm stunned. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I was looking forward to seeing Owen Richards prove himself against Big Damo, but he chose to do what he always does.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, representing the Saviours of Destiny, and still RCW champion, Owen Richards.
But is he? That's the question. If he's winning matches like that, and Mark Haskins is in England winning matches against the best fair and square with the RCW Championship in his hands, who really is the champion?
The doubt has to be there in Owen Richards' mind. And I believe there is doubt in his mind. Otherwise, he'd try and win cleanly. He'd try and win fair and square. Tonight he was beaten twice.
Your Saviour has returned. Bow down to the King of RCW.
Yep. The crowd letting them know who they want as their champion.
That pussy, Mark Haskins, isn't here, is he? Because he knows what will happen. In February, I beat him. I am the real RCW champion. Mark Haskins didn't beat Owen Richards. There's only one RCW champion, and it's me.
That's literally not true.
But you know, Andy, I'm getting sick of these wannabes, getting sick of these imports coming into my promotion, getting in the ring in their street clothes, thinking they're winning titles. And I'm going to set example to each and every single one of them. Starting with this big fat fucker here. How about that?
No need for that. Absolutely no need for that.
Well, it's easy to talk all of that after, you know, after
What's
getting
he doing?
assisted to your...
Just get going, referee, get him out. Big Damo is a highly respected wrestler. There is no need to do this to him after the match, adding insult to injury. Owen Richards not content with beating him badly.
This is what we need! Well, if there's one person who's going to put a stop to this, straight for Andy. Look! CBL right from the start!
Get him, CBL! Get him!
CBL doesn't care if it's 2-on-1.
He just wants to get his hands on the Saviour.
It's 2 versus the Bull.
The Bull and the Beast. By the looks of things, Big Damo is up. The Beast answers the Saviours with a double clothesline. We have the Bull. We have the Beast. Andy Steele. Sam Maguire. CBL. The disrespect. Andy Steele might have beaten CBL tonight, but CBL had the last laugh. The Beast and the Bull showing respect to each other, that's what you want to see. Big Damo not happy about how things went down tonight, and that's okay.
He wants a microphone. I want to hear what he has to say.
Good. Hit him with more chairs. Hit him with all the chairs. Owen Richards leaving. Just leaving Andy Steele behind.
Andy Steele, next month I'm gonna tear the fucking head off your shoulders.
Yes.
You piece of shite! Let me tell you, Saviours have been running around here in Cork, and it's about time that empire fucking crumbles!
Crowd behind CBL.
Can you feel it?
CBL laying down the challenge to Andy Steele.
It's a match I'd love to see again.
Absolutely.
Saviours of Destiny, you're looking at the future of Rebel County Wrestling. CBL!
Not wrong, kid. What an ending. And tonight, what a card, what a show. CBL stands tall at the end of the night. Owen Richards and Andy Steele may have come out victorious, but it's the Bull and the Beast that had the final laugh. Absolutely incredible show here. If you haven't been to RCW Live in the past, you're missing out. A CBL eyes the RCW Championship. Surely that's in its future. Let's get a sing-song going.
Let's hear you sing it, folks!
Get up, Kim. Let's sing. To the place. Do it, CBL.